I'll be reacting to Selection Project episode 8. I will be watching it from Funimation's website, and I'll be starting my reaction in 3, 2, 1, go! Kadokawa! Which honestly, I think they have such a kick-ass logo. Same with Funimation's too. Funimation's like the opposite of Kadokawa with a lot of things going. Okay, now it's back. Maybe it's going to be all the girls competing at once, and whoever gets the most DLs is going to win. That's my guess. Which makes sense. I just hope it doesn't. Kind of makes me wonder, though, if two people are not going to be going into the final round, then why not just make it so that in the previous round? I hope there's like a psychological element towards the girls picking out which of the two girls are going to leave. But in saying that, though, wouldn't it have been easier for them to weed out one of the groups in the... The thing is, they're going to have to. I mean, I don't think Cinnabon's the one who makes the rules, though. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. I actually like a perspective. Huh. I was kind of hoping it'd be something that the girls would make, but hey, you know what? I wonder what's the City of Expand the Glorious Day song. But honestly, don't know how I feel about the girls choosing two people to be booted off, because there's a lot of issues with this. If logical standpoint, let me explain what the issues could be. Now, potential issue here could be just the fact that if two girls off, there is a likelihood that the girls selected and might just end up being the ones that are like the most capable. Because what if you have girls that decide voting utilizing a Darwinism standpoint point of view, where okay, highest way of winning it would be just getting rid of the toughest competition to deal with. That's why when they introduced this plot point in the previous episode, I was like, I don't know if it's such a good idea at all. I'm not saying it's going to be a terrible idea. For all I know, the execution in the episode could be so well done that I'll be like, oh, you know what? Take it back. It was a great idea. But just by like its inception, there's just things that will feel off about it. But like I said, I have an open mind. But in saying that, though, wouldn't it have been easier for them to have eliminated a group in the previous round, though? I'm just saying, because some of these groups had 3 people. So I just wonder what would have been the difference between 6 versus 7 people being eliminated. They could have easily eliminated one of the lesser important groups in the previous episode by just making it so that if there's a tiebreaker where everyone gets the amount of yells they need, then just pick the one that had the lowest. But who knows? Maybe they'll just do a great job of handling this. Oh, who knows? Maybe. And here's the thing: you're gonna have situations where people that are in a larger group that have a bond together are gonna pick the ones that they're not gonna be friends with too. That's another element too that's gonna make this pretty interesting. Yeah, I'm actually with Nagi here. She's been speaking the most to logic this episode so far. Well, yeah, since most people in the group, they're actually safe. Mm-hmm. Which, in a way, it's fucked up, but hey. They get to stick together. The thing is, though, they kind of have to. I'm not gonna blame Nagi though, because you can tell Nagi cares about all of her friends, and she doesn't want to have anyone else. I don't think she's scheming though. I wish I could comment as to whether everyone likes Nagisa, because the series hasn't shown us enough about Nagisa to be like, oh yeah, I love this character. They've shown enough about her this episode to know that, all right, she's pretty intelligent. All right, I actually like that perspective there. It's honorable. That's too subjective, though. Yeah, because you also have dance skills that you should have taken to account, too. Team preparation would have nothing to do with these abilities. Yeah, that'd be a little bit unfair. I look how they're scared really back from the potential anger of their mommy. Well, yeah, it actually kind of is. She is logically right. And even then, there can only be one winner overall, too. So eventually, people do have to weed it out eventually. I think that's the best perspective that Shizune's got. At least they're giving us stakes as to why Rena wants to win so bad. Well, more stakes anyway. I like this. I like how she became instantly informed on all business when she mentioned her sister by her full name. That's so fucking cute. That was out of like all the discussions, the Nagi scene talking and the composition Rena had, which is in it, were some of the best bits of dialogue in the series so far. Yeah, I like how no one instantly accepts the extra cherries. But honestly, though, I do hope that if there is a vote to eliminate two people, because my gut feeling is they might not go through with it. But if it does happen, I mean, I understand how trying to. Well, yeah, it's best trying to put this from an optimistic perspective. But the thing is, it's going to be fucking tough because at the end of the day, you're going to be choosing who to leave. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Why not have the yells decide? The thing is, though, professionals usually don't pick as to whether another professional is going to succeed in their career, though. So I don't even know how that logic can relate to how professionals handle things. I mean, do you got professional singers assign the fate and livelihood of other professional singers in life? Not really. I don't know, but the way Reina rationalized that, it kind of doesn't make sense at all. Like, y'all inform me, is there situations like this where you've got other singers immensely deciding the fate of other singers? And no, even in like competitions like America's Got Talent, American Idol, and The Voice, everything is decided either by judges or fan votes. You normally don't got the actual contestants trying to vote people off for various reasons. So that's why I thought that bit of dialogue from Reina, it was badly written. I'm gonna call it how it is. But in saying that, the episode can still redeem itself. Maybe, depending on how it handles everything else. And that's a good creed to live by, all things considered. This actually does a great job of giving Al a little bit more characterization to its credit, because she's actually one of the underutilized girls. So I kind of like how at least they're giving Nagi and Al a bit more, even though they're not, say, Shizune and Reina status as the characters that have, because those are the only two characters that have well-defined personalities in this series. At least they're doing something with Nagi and Al. I think that'd be going a bit too far, though, like watching a video then deciding whether someone's set. And picking whether someone should leave just based off of a video. Because I have a feeling that people are going to vote based on an accumulation of what they've been doing throughout the whole competition. But in saying that, that type of launch from Nagi makes sense, considering that it establishes Nagi as a nervous girl and she's super calculative to a fault. That is a good line of dialogue. There, you see? This is the contrast. The bit with Reina, where she had that little bit of dialogue in the episode, wasn't that good, but this bit with Nagi was good because it fit in line with the character. All right, can't wait to see where this goes. I'm assuming some of these girls are going to have some hilarious ass vids. All right, I actually wouldn't mind getting to see more of flashbacks of Reina's sister. Because that's actually something I wish this series took off of Idly Pride. Idly Pride at least did a semi decent job in showing off it's a girl that died, Mana. This series, I think it would have been better served if it showed off Reina's sister a little bit more. Even though, yes, I know the comparisons to Idly Pride would have been bigger. But if you're going to copy something from that, copy that specific point. You know? I like how they're both comparing their fucking muscles. That's cute. Finally, we get to see a bit of the moms now. Hell, look at that bit where she's encouraging her daughter through the phone is damn good. No, don't tell me that they're from our girl. Oh, come on! No, really? Don't tell me it's actually gonna go there. No, don't tell me that Suzune has the heart of Reina's sister. Oh, oh no. Okay, no, please, no, please. Come on. Oh boy. They fucking did it. They fucking went there. I don't even know what to say. They actually copied that bit from Idly. Are you? Oh, so they actually went there. They actually just straight up copied a plot point from Idly Pride. Holy shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is a sweet scene, hearing her thoughts and thanking the donor. But I would have loved it would have been like a random ass person. And then it being Reina's sister. I mean, there's just a whole lot of wrong with this. And I'll explain why. The reason why there's a whole lot of wrong in this is because one, it gives off a little bit too many plot conveniences. Two, and them doing this, it shows a lack of creativity. I mean, people were already making jokes that this is too similar to Utterly Plight, but for fuck's sake, it is going a little bit too much copying now. It's gonna confirm our suspicions. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is this nice moment to see a young Reina, you know, react to the fact that her sister's heart's being donated. And it does give a little bit more emotional weight to the bit where she is going to allow us to be an organ donor in case she passes away. But for fuck's sake, yo, do these writers in the series just not have a sense of pride to have at least a little bit more originality? My goodness. And saying that, the bit where you have the flashbacks are good, though. Yep, it confirms her suspicions. But yeah, this is pretty much the same situation where you got Sakura, just like in this series, another place Sakura had heart problems, and she got her heart from Mana, who Mana happened to be the sister of Kotono. And also, just like in this series, Kotono and Sakura didn't hit it off well. Pretty much beat by beat, almost the same. It doesn't even feel like I'm watching Selection Project right now. Now it feels like I'm watching Utterly Pride 2.0. Which is a damn shame, because when this series actually goes in with its originality, it's good. It's actually good. And saying that, I do like those bits where Reina's in emotional distress, though. They're actually nice. And it adds a lot. Oh. Oh. The thing is, though, she's doing a bad job of trying to hide that it's more than nothing. But you know what? Marina needs this. Because when you're like that and you're that heated, you need time to reflect on everything that went down. So how she's reacting is actually pretty realistic. Damn, that's a damn good interviewing from Nagi there. Okay. And you know what? Her words actually have meaning, considering the fact that this is like what the first time they've all gone to the final round without someone being eliminated. Yeah. Well, except for two, of course. Well, yeah. And that's especially true because even though this isn't exactly related, I've had situations where I've tried on it and it isn't enough, so I definitely know what it's like to try, but then felt epically. So I can understand what Shizune is going with here. I just hope Shizune isn't hard on herself, because honestly, it really isn't her fault at all. I love how at least here you can tell how much she cares by keeping up with Shizune's interview and watching it. Aww, that's fucking adorable. Woo, boy, our girl showed up at the right time. Oh, man. I wonder if she's going to reveal it or hide the letter. Oh. I mean, because that's what fate or destiny decided, though. That's why it had to be Shizune. I mean, oh boy. Okay, I like the heartbeat effect here. Well, yeah, I mean, the only thing that Shizune was given was just a heart. What type of logic is this? What? Yo, okay, you've got to be fucking kidding me, right? They're going there? They're actually fucking going there. Oh no. Come on. Are you fucking kidding me? So this anime, wow, there's a whole lot wrong with that, and I'm gonna have to slowly break it down because I was really giving this episode a benefit of a doubt. I'm like, you know what? Maybe they'll have a good reasoning for this. No, they don't. This episode went full bullshit mode, and I have to call it out. Holy fuck! This is the definition of forced drama. Like, holy fuck. Holy cow. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand Reina, like the emotions she had when she was younger, when the fact of her sister's heart being transplanted to another girl. I understand that. But good lord, her telling Shizune straight up, oh, so did you make it this far because of my sister's heart? And I'm like, wait, what? Just because someone has a heart transplant into them doesn't mean that they also gain someone's abilities to fucking sing and all that shit. I'll be like, okay, but before I go further into like ripping this apart, I'm gonna just watch the after credits bit and react to it. But damn, this series is doing so good up to this episode. Honestly, I wish I could feel emotions in this, but this episode really fucked up in handling Reina's character. That I'm not. Honestly, right now, I just don't feel jack shit now. Okay, I'm gonna break down what type of. First, let me just check up what a heart transplants affects. Let me just see how a heart transplant affects someone's personality. I mean, the only thing I've found about it is it actually maybe can change your preferences. It can maybe alter your. Apparently, it can maybe alter your emotions and temperaments. It can modify your identity slightly. And apparently, you can even get some memories from your donor. Okay. I mean, I'm just reading quick articles on what a heart transplant can do. because I'm like, before I rip this apart, let me just see what all. But the thing is, other studies have said that when there's a personality change, it's because of the trauma of just barely surviving a near-death experience, though. And ain't because they received a heart from another person, though. At least that's what studies say, apparently. Let me see this. But most people state that the personalities don't change. So, yeah. So that a bit where Raina's saying, oh, so did you succeed because my sister's harder than you? Is bullshit. Yeah. I'm actually reading articles about this shit now. Just to make sure that. Yeah, okay, so here's the deal. Yeah. Apparently, when there is a personality change to the heart, to the change of heart, it's only because of the fact that you just barely survived a life-threatening event. It's not because of the fact that you had a change of heart per se. And I'm reading these publications right now as I'm speaking. So I'm multitasking right now. I'm not just, oh yeah, talking out of my ass. But yeah, apparently nothing to do with singing. I'll check I'll put does heart transplant affect singing though, just to see this. The only thing I'm reading is that the heart transplant can negatively affect your ability to sing because of the after effects of the transplant. And when people do sing after the heart transplant, it's because they're already good singers. So this series is just speeding bullshit right now when it comes to Reina. Yep. So there you go, y'all. I spent 3 fucking minutes reading up on the effects of heart transplants. And nothing regarding, oh yeah, it increases your ability to sing. So yeah. I was on the money on whole Reina saying that, oh yeah, is it because my sister's in you? I was running it being fucking bullshit. And let me explain why that's bullshit. For one, this series has established for multiple weeks that Reina is a logical woman. So this whole her getting super emotional about, oh my god, you love my sister heart is bullshit because just given the fact that she's one of the smartest characters in the series. I mean, for fuck's sake. One of the previous episodes even established that she was fine with her sister's heart being transplanted. Now she has an issue because it just happens to be on Shizune's body? Like, what the fuck? That contradicts multiple episodes of characterization throughout the series. It's fucking sad as hell. I mean, for fuck's sake, did the scriptwriters even do any fucking research as to the effects of a heart transplant? For fuck's sake! It only took me 3 minutes. 3 fucking minutes. So there wasn't anyone on the staff that could have done 3 minutes of research into the effects of a heart transplant? I call that horse shit. So that's another issue with this episode. There should have been no fucking way that this logical fallacy should have been in the fucking script in the first place. Fuck! And speaking of which, another issue I have with this series is, and this is why I had a problem with Shizune's heart being from Reina's sister. Because I fucking knew, just like Adolescent Pride, this series was going to introduce unnecessary, melodramatic bullshit. And it happened exactly how I feared. This is why, in the early episodes, I was like, okay, please let it not be the heart of Reina's sister. But no, it fucking happened. And I'm like, good Lord, of course it had to be Akari's heart. So and that's another big issue with this episode too, because in its dedicating screen time towards this melodramatic bullshit, it's taken away screen time that they could have been giving to the other girls, like Uta, or even Hiromi, or even some of the underutilized girls like Shiori, I mean, this episode, I'll give it some credit. It did a good job in giving us more characterization for Nagisa and also Ao. So it did some things right. But good lord, it wrecked Reina's character in so many ways that I don't even know if this series is going to be able to recover from this fumble. I mean, what the hell? Reina literally was set up to be one of the best characters in the series. Nope, I can't say that anymore. Oh, I mean, oh, and Shizuna, I guess did a decent job with her. I guess I did like seeing her reactions in this episode. But good lord, though, they ruined Reina. They ruined one of my favorite characters in the series. They utterly broke her. And a shame too, because those flashbacks where you see little Reina reacting to the fact that her sister's heart's being transported into another girl, those scenes were great. They were emotionally charged. But damn, that's not gonna redeem the bit in the last bit of this episode at all, though. It's not. It just leads to too many problems. And speaking of which, here's another issue that I really had with this episode too, though. The whole fact that you're gonna have two of these girls eliminated, it kind of makes me wonder, why couldn't we just have had girls eliminated in the previous round? If they're so dead set of having girls eliminated, then why not just do it earlier? Why not just have a tiebreaker in the previous round where if everyone makes 100,000, then eliminate the group that has the least amount of yells? That'd have been more natural. A more natural way of progressing the plot. No, it couldn't even do that. So that's also where some of my issues with the episode lie too, because it's like the writers could have just taken a lot more easier solutions, but no, they have to overcomplicate their lives. And don't even get me, and don't get me even started on just the lack of characterization on some of the other girls, because I could go there, but I'm gonna save that for a different reaction. Probably when I react to episode 13, that's why I'll save it. So that's why, even though yes, there were positives in the scripts of the episode, the downsides way outweigh the positives. Now, if I had a stretch for redeeming quality, aside from the extra bits of characterization for Ao, Nagisa, and Shizune, oh, and Reina's mother, I like those bits that showed off Reina's mother. If there is any positives I can glean from this, it was maybe the fact that the animation quality looked really good. You can definitely tell the animators actually care more about this than the writing stuff of the series itself. So they still do a fantastic job. And the artwork was really beautiful. So that's why visually the episode, I had no problems with it visually. It did a great job, all things considered. But good lord, though. The script in this episode was so fucking bad that I'm going to give this... If I had to rate this episode on a scale of like 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being average, and 10 being exceptional, I'm going to give it a 4.75 out of 10. No way in hell am I going to rate this episode above average. And I'm only just barely putting it close to average only because the voice performance from Reina's actress was absolutely amazing. Like, even though she's given such a trash tier script, Saku Mizuno has done such a great job in bringing Reina to life that I need to absolutely compliment her. And apparently, it's her first anime voice role ever. Checking my anime list. This is like her first role, and she's already doing a fantastic job. It's such a shame that the writing staff in this series gave her such a trash script. But she's amazing, though. So, absolute credit to her. The episode, it's not bad because of her. No, the episode's only watchable because of her performance being so amazing. So that's where I'll give credit. And I'm not just going to give credit to her voice actress. I got to give credit also to Shizune's actress, Yano Hinaki. She did a fantastic job too, if I'm being perfectly honest. So, and damn, she's actually been on fire. She was actually casted in Cannon Busters, Love Live, Ninja Saki Gaikun Idol, One Rig Priority Selection. I've actually seen pretty much almost all the animes that she's been casted in, except for Uma Musume Party Derby Season 2, which, fuck, you know what? I'm going to have to react to that eventually just to hear her voice and say that I've reacted to every series that has Yano Hinaki's voice. But no, all jokes aside, though, she did a fantastic job, too. So that's why, even though I have to rate this episode low, I'm still going to give credit to the voice actresses because they did a fantastic job regardless. So credit to them. But good Lord, I hope this series is better in the next episode. I really hope, because fuck, this is starting to look like it's going to be a disaster on the level of Adelaide Pride. And that would suck. Because honestly, this series had potential to surpass Adelaide Pride, or at the very least, a match it, or be slightly better. But holy fuck. Now I'm starting to get worried for this series, because if this series has a cop-out ending just like Adelaide Pride, then holy fuck, this series is screwed. But you know what? I'm going to just wait and see how they do it in the last few episodes. And for all I know, this series could completely redeem itself. For all I know, this could just be a single bad episode in the series. And this could just be an aberration and not the norm, for all I know. And for all I know, when the series ends, I'll be like, overall, this series is good. And I could just look at this episode and just laugh how it's like the only bad episode in the series. Maybe everything will be fine. But as of now, though, this episode's not giving me faith. It's destroying any bit of faith I have left. But yeah, these are my thoughts, y'all. I would love to hear your thoughts on how you feel about my reaction or the episode itself in the comment section below, because I'm really curious to hear y'all thoughts on whether y'all actually have the same perspective I do or not, or a different perspective. I wouldn't mind. Hope share the video, rate it, and I'll see y'all next week, because I'm still going to react to the series. I just hope they do better in the next episode. That's all. At this point, I've lowered my expectations. Now I'm not expecting something excellent. I'm just hoping for something above average, that's all. Or average. At this point, I'll just settle for average. At the very least, if I get that, then I'll be a semi-happy camper. I'm not even expecting something on the level of Love Live Superstar. No, Love Live Superstar is like near anime of the year material for me. Like, honestly, if Fruits Basket didn't exist, the Love Live Superstar would probably be like prime contender for me for anime of the year. But yeah, these are my thoughts on the episode. Disappointing as hell. But yeah, these are my thoughts, y'all. And I hope y'all have a fantastic day, everyone. Bye-bye.